Hello, everyone. I'm Debbie Peaver, and I want to thank you for joining me today. I've been doing what I've been doing now for over 15 years. And like many of you, I'm continually evolving on this journey that I'm on. My paradigms, my beliefs, the archetypes, ideologies, convictions, and views that I've held or that I currently hold are also evolving through development, growth, expansion, advancement, and reflection. So the information that I share stems completely from my own personal experiences and practices based on what has resonated with me. I've taken this information, I've tweaked it, I've refitted, I've adapted, I've modified, and in some instances, totally transformed it and resurrected it into something completely new. Without a foundation or a basis to work from, I would never have had the opportunity to create practices that are truly mine and that work for me. So my intent in what I present is never to attempt to make others adopt what or how I do things, but to offer a base from which you can create your own experiences. So please feel free to take pieces that speak to you and make them your own. Likewise, I also invite you to dismiss, reject, discard anything that I present if it has no resonation with you. If this is the case, the only thing that I do ask is that you respectfully accept that my views and my opinions fit for me, and that I wish you as much success finding what works for you. So the full moon is coming our way this Wednesday, April the 26th, which makes this a perfect time to talk about intention setting. Now, before I get into this video too far, I want you to know that there's absolutely no need for you to take notes, write anything down, because you are going to have access to a free PDF version or document of what I've covered in this video, which includes some additional helps. So I will talk more about how to access that at the end of this video. So with the new moon is moon energy, and moon energy is something that's very powerful. Aboriginal and ancient civilizations have and still work with this energy of the moon tides, utilizing the benefits of the release and the renew that the moon energies offer. Today, we find gardeners, I'm one of them, and farmers who not only sow but reap and harvest based on this powerful energy that promotes both growth and beginnings as well as completion and release. Many of us also are renewing our interest in the healing that comes from releasing what no longer serves us and the power of manifesting what we desire to create. So just like planting new seeds for growth of a seedling at the time of the new moon, so is it the best time to set forth intentions of our desires to aid in our manifestation of what we wish to create. Guides for planting, like the Farmer's Almanac, and there's one that I use online, the UK Planting Guide, I think is what it's called, usually gives about a 3-day window in which to plant new seeds or bedding plants. The reason for this is because the intensity of the moon energy occurs and builds over that time frame. So the 2-week period in which the new moon waxes to become full again facilitates that 14 days of action towards the desires that have been set. This is the work period. So I've outlined in detail by day what each segment of the new moon energy is meant for in that free PDF document that I have put together to accompany this video. So again, there's no need for you to write any of this down. So day 1 to 3 is typically the onset of the energy. I highly recommend that your intentions be put forth, written, constructed within 24 hours of the new moon having occurred. And the reason for this is because this is the time that optimum energy is building, and it's the time that you want to create that vision that you're after. Day 3 to 6, that's kind of the time to get your shit together. Gather all your supplies, your people, organize your time, all of that sort of stuff. Figure out the plan in place, solidify all of that, because days 10 to 14, is when you get down to the nitty-gritty. That's when you are going to put into action the start of that book you've been wanting to write, the canvas that you want to put new paint on, the renovations you want to take on in a part of your home, the new exercise program, the new meditation practice you want to begin. That's where the work begins, and that's where you actually do the work for it. Day 10 to 14 is a fine-tuning revision time period. That's where sometimes we will often find a roadblock, a place in which we kind of get stuck. And so it's time for us to take a look at what it is that we have to clean our closet out of, so to speak, to make room to continue on in what we're going to do. And in that process, it also is the foundation for what we build the releasing process on for the full moon that comes on day 15. In order to fully harness this energetic time period, it's important to set intentions that clearly depict, describe, and represent the vision in which we want to evoke. So words, whether they are just verbally spoken or whether they are written, is the way in which intentions are generally set. A quote by Robin Sharma: "Words can inspire, words can destroy. Choose yours well." Really resonates and really, to me, speaks to the importance of the use of words when we're setting our intentions. So I'm going to speak first of all on the word not, that three little word N-O-T. The universe has no recognition of the word not, none whatsoever. So when we use it, we need to be very aware of how and why we're using it. The following example shows how easy this three-letter word, tiny little three-letter word, can totally nullify what it is you wish to convey. I accept abundance in my life so that I don't have to struggle financially. Sounds like a pretty straightforward intention. It seems to be stating that we are ready to stop financial hardship by accepting abundance. However, if we remove that word not, the meaning becomes completely different. Listen again. I accept abundance into my life so that I do have to struggle financially. The removal of the word not is now indicating that although we are ready to accept abundance, we are doing that so we can struggle financially. We randomly use that three-letter word not, often without any awareness of the effect it has on the meaning of our words. The second intention is contradicting what we are actually wishing to manifest in the first place. This is how we send mixed messages to the universe. And with these mixed messages, this is how we result in feeling stuck. We feel stuck because our desire is being totally refuted by the use of the word not. And we're contradicting exactly what we want to manifest. So listen again to this version. I accept abundance into my life so that I no longer have to struggle financially. The replacing of not with no longer is now sending a clear message of our intent. So I've included replacements for the word not in the free PDF document as well to help you with writing your intentions. The next one that is really important is that intentions need to be put in the present tense as if they're already completed and with no conditions applied. So it's important to strive to set your intentions as though the desire has already happened. This is a powerful key to master manifesting. So in this example, I put, I will be fit and healthy when I reach my ideal weight of 135 pounds. A condition has been placed upon the success of the attainment of this desire in this example. Once the ideal weight of 135 pounds is reached, then a feeling of fitness and happiness will be achieved. When we word our intentions with conditions, we are always having to have something occur before we can realize success of that desire. It becomes self-defeating. Unless we fulfill the conditions we have created, we will never achieve the success that we desire. Waiting for something to happen before something else can occur comes from a place of ego, which places limitation. Limitation hampers manifestation. So I've reworded the example. I feel fit and healthy having reached my ideal weight of 135 pounds. So wording our intent in the present tense as having already occurred removes conditions, thus creating a sense of empowerment and achievement. On a soul level, there is no past or future, only the present. So using the words that focus on our desire already having occurred comes from a place and puts us in alignment with our divine nature. The third one that I really want to spend time on here today in the video is being specific but without limitation. So being specific about the desire you wish to achieve results in clarity of your vision. However, you must ensure that your specificity never includes limitation. So being specific, but making sure that you are removing limitation. That's kind of a tricky one because we get carried away. We have this idea of what something should look like and how the end result should look. And that's what we've got to stay away from. So in the example that I'm giving you, I lovingly embrace the success of my business, but I'm ready to have it leave my possession, selling the building or just the shares or the business in its entirety to a person or persons who will ensure that the success and integrity that has been built will continue. Wow, that's a mouthful, first of all. Becoming too specific with who or what or how an outcome is to be achieved places limitations on the end result. In this case, we are choosing to dictate how in which we want to see this selling occur and who we want to see this selling occur to, and even to the point on, what parts or what pieces that we want to have happen. Limitations, in doing this, we restrict and we shackle the possible outcomes through the use of control. And limitations confine and allow for nothing to occur outside of those confinements. This results in the possibility of us actually missing out on a better result than what we could have ever imagined. So a revamp of this intention. Thank you for providing the best possible buyer or buyers for my business. All the rest of it is kind of extraneous, really unnecessary, because all we're really interested in is selling our business to the best possible buyer that's out there. Bottom line. We can accomplish specificity without limitations and leave ourselves wide open to receive the very best possibility that the outcome could ever be or could ever be achieved. So in addition to increasing our awareness of the use of the word not, the use of conditions, the being specific as possible without having any limitations placed on it, it's also important to make sure that your intention is personal. Use the words I, me, my. Make sure it's meaningful. Make sure it's something that you are really, truly interested in manifesting. Have it achievable within that 14-day period. So huge undertakings, they're going to involve many moon cycles of intention setting. And that's fine. Make sure that each intention setting process you go through is building a firm foundation for the next one to be done on. Make sure that your intentions are clear and concise. Remove anything that really is unnecessary in the wording. It just confuses the matter. So, are you ready to set some intentions for this new moon? Would you like to access that free PDF document I talked about at the beginning of the video that includes the detailed outline of what each segment of the new moon energy is meant for, that includes the words that will replace the word not, that has a quick reference guide of what you need to make sure is included in your intentions, and I've even included a few intention starters for you in case you have issues starting them off yourself. I've posted a link, an email link actually, along with this video, so you can just simply copy, paste, and send an email request to me at Northern Lights Holistic Health and Healing at gmail.com, and I will send you out your free PDF document. I recommend that you get working on at least one intention over the next couple of days. Even setting one intention makes the world a difference, and you can just keep building every new moon to increase that. This action of setting intentions are the building blocks of where you want to be headed and what you wish to create. So it's important for you to make sure that your foundation is strong, enabling you to build a sound and stable reality for yourself. I never set any more than 3 to 5 intentions for a 14-day period because I want to strive for success. I want those intentions to be meetable, to be achievable in that 14-day period. So once you've started to work on your intentions, I offer to you to freely email me with your intentions if you would like me to review them for you. I certainly would love to do that. I would love to offer any assistance that I can. And again, you can email me your intentions that you want to set in the next couple of days to Northern Lights Holistic Health at gmail.com as well. Thank you for watching and happy intention setting. Bye for now.